or Vobertites fleeing there. I was about to say Vobertites. When they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen, it has everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Bragi was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. Well, look who's back from the dead! Aye, it was a grim sight. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle so. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked wight, what is this world coming to? Bah, but moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's times like these that we Crystarium folk stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with Yulmore is back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chesamil was worried sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see, let me tell you. Oh, sweetie, you're alive! As for your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition. I worry to see their faces grown ever more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. I shall let them know you're awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. And our own Moren has been little better, I'm afraid. He hasn't left the cabinet. Too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome or another. Confound it. This says the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Zordia, is it truly you, and not some figment of my imagination? Oh, but this is wonderful. 'Twould seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shelves for wisdom to explain the most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the light wardens defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? I must have pored over 100 tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. I would pose to the Exarch, and thus do I feel his absence all the more keenly. Now that you are awake, however, I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catlis, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparations for battle. Though against what foe we are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief. Zordia, alive and well, I see. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day, and the Exarch would still be here. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear we're trying to improve. Aye, well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we'd need to experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure we have that kind of time. That sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. Who this? Who you? Who you? Do I know you? Oh, he's the guy from the bar! And by genius, do you mean old Grenold? He is a man of unrivaled gifts, I won't argue with you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen hide nor hair of Grenold since he wandered off some years ago. You know how it is like once he latches onto an idea? He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many's the tale I've heard told of strangely fated encounters, even if few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. But on the off chance you do encounter Grenold, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. Before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. But if you're passing near the stairs, then I've a regular who's eager to meet you. A regular? Who you? I think a return to your sickbed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. Ardbert!
からこそお前には辛いんじゃないのか。何せこの状況を引き起こしてるのはお前自身だ。
Damn. Lay it on thick, Ardbert. Man, kick me while I'm down. The secrecy is worse. I'd rather people knew. I still can't believe it's coming from me. It's all such a mess.
知らないままで済むのならその方がいいか。はっきり言って状況は最悪だ。今回ばかりはどこを探しても救いなんてないかもしれない。それは窮地であって敗北じゃない。お前はまだ負けていない。
Yes, we won't give up.
自分たちのやったことが光の反乱につながると知って原初世界に向かうために命を絶った時だ。
Bruh, I didn't realize that that's what they did. I want to give Ardbert a hug.
それが救いだったのか、あるいはこんな風に残るより統合された方が幸せだったのか。だが
Daga?
コルシア島で巨大なタロースが立ち上がった時に思った。
Aww.
かつての俺たちは戦う役目を最後まで自分たちだけで抱え込んだ。
Yes.
それがみんなのためだと思ってた。だからあんな人が一丸になって道を開く様だけは
Aww.
見ることがなかったんだ。
風は寄せた言葉に。
ただ胸が詰まって言葉なんて出やしないんだ。こんな世界でまだ生きたがってる奴らがいる。それが手を取り合って天にまで這い上がろうとしてる。だったら絶対に
Aww.
間違っていなかった。
Aww,
この
Ardbert.
世界をこんな未来につないだことを
So pure.
やっと誇れる。
Fist bump.
拳だ拳。いい。
Oh, sorry. Ah!
やっぱり前に部屋で起きたことは偶然
See, I know it. We need Ardbert. We need Ardbert. Ardbert, come to us.
俺はもう世界を救うことはできないが、何の因果かお前にだけは干渉できるらしい。
Aww, I love Ardbert. I want him to be happy.
こうして喋ることもできてたんだ。予感はあった。
Aww, Ardbert.
俺は光の反乱を起こした男だ。
You got this,
どんな
Ardbert.
理由があったとしてもそれを否定することはできない。だから何かをすればまた間違うんじゃないかと自分の選択が信じられなくて踏み出すことから逃げていた。それでも俺たちの選択は間違いだけではなかったのだとお前たちが証明してくれたから今なら誓うことができる。
Oh, so beautiful.
この魂をお前にかけよう。お前が世界の敵になりそうだったら止めてやるし、お前が進もうとするなら背中くらいは押してやる。
I love Ardbert. Ardbert's such a good character.
だから思うように進めよ英雄。
I think he's my favorite character in Shadowbringers.
あらあら、心配してきてみれば一人で笑っているなんてどういうこと？私の若木は不思議な若木ね。まったくひどいありさまだわ。エーテルはぐちゃぐちゃで真ん中にある魂もひびが入って継ぎはぎだらけ。
What did Ardbert do?
れからどうするつもりなの？
I want our bird to be happy.
妖精王になれば人との関わりを断って城の中に隠れていられる。
No! No! Of course not.
何も解決はしないけれど別にいいじゃない。誰かがあなたを倒そうとしに来ても妖精のみんなで守ってあげるわ。
Aww. Oh, they really side with us.
王冠や杖を譲るけれどどう？
I appreciate you, Feol, but no.
なんて知ってるわ。私の若木ったらとても釣れない人なのよ。私の提案なんてこれっぽっちも聞く気がないのだわ。それにそんな結末には私の愛した美しさもない。ねえ、私のかわいいかわいい若木。あなたは今迷い路の中。これから進むべき方向を決めなければならないわ。そんな時人は先を見通そうとする。だから私たちは意地悪な霧や幻惑でもっと迷わせるの。一度立ち止まること。そして
They're so sweet.
どこへ行くべきかではなく自分が今どこにいるのかを正しく知ることよ。
Everyone's so nice.
水晶でできたケールム。影に隠した赤い目はいつも優しくあなたを見ていた。その意味を知ればあなたの知らないあなたのことも今あなたが立つ
Clearest
場所
clue.
に見えてくるかもしれないわ。
Aww.
町の人に聞いて回ればきっと糸口はつかめるでしょう。私はあなたが何を選ぶか楽しみにしながら見守っているわ。それじゃまたね。
Oh, I did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of an Amaro. What do I know of the Exarch? I'm happy to share, but I fear there will be no surprising revelations. He is a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He has imposed no restrictions upon us but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons past, a comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day the Crystal Tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived. ZorDon, it's good to see you awake and alert, my friend. What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, considering we avoid asking too many questions, unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has fresh insights to share, that'd be Captain Lena, I'd say. She lost her parents to an eater attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw to her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let it show. If you do decide to talk to Lena, she'll be at her usual post at a censor gate. Oh, was there something else you needed? If you've come for the results of my research in this persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell as of yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch. Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of his history. If that is what interests you. Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the Flood, when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter, and together did they found the city which would become the Crystarium. Thus did the people consider his, scintillating skin so alike to the tower he had summoned, and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, 'twould seem that is a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. In the moments before he left to join you in Kalusha, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. It opens a door to the ocular, to a chamber known as the umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower, into which only the exarch himself is permitted to enter. He bid me allow none into the tower once he had departed. Only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was I to access the umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle with Vothby loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, the moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Zordia, I need to know what he feared, what battle you and your companions are truly fighting. Are we going to tell her? Oh, we're not going to tell her. Forgive me, I trust in the Exarch. I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? Ah, I see I am not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Voice acting? Yeah.
奥にある扉の先です。鍵は開けておきましたので、自由にお入りください。私は外でお待ちしています。あなたの用事が終わったら、また施錠しますので、声をかけてください。
Here we go. Lore drop. Let's go. Ranger.
では、推奨校。
Did Urianger know? He knew!
真なる名はグラハティアでしたね。
I freaking swear, Urianger and your uber danger and your secrets. I swear.
あなたは第一世界の住民ではなく原初世界の、それも第八霊災が起きた未来から来たとおっしゃるのですか。時間と世界を超越し、霊災の要因を排することでかの英雄を死の運命から救おうとしていると。唐突な話で信じがたいだろうが、いいえ、疑っているわけではありません。第八霊災が起きるという話もあなた自身のことも。ただことはあまりに重大です。もう少し経緯を詳しく伺っても。
This music.
始まりはそうだな。第八霊祭で多くの犠牲者が出る中、
Who survived the calamity?
シド・ガーロンドとその仲間たちが生き延びたことだ。
Of course Sid survived. Sid's a survivor, man.
彼らは終わりのない戦乱を鎮めようとさまざまな手段を模索していった。そのうちの一つがかの英雄との冒険から着想を得、彼らが生涯をかけて追求した理論。時間の流れを渡り、次元の狭間を越えて世界を跳躍する方法だ。実践するかどうかは次の世代の判断に任された。
Oh, this music!
人は奪い、殺し、あらゆる希望が焼き払われた。皆うなだれて言っていた。この世界はもうダメだ。人は道を間違えたのだ。と。そんな中で、誰かが言った。こうして生まれたことを無意味にしてなるものか。
Oh.
別の未来への可能性をこの手で開くのだ。
Multiverse.
天才たちの残した知恵で第八霊祭の発生を阻止しよう。それに賛同した人々は戦争の続く中で長い長い時間をかけてシドたちの理論を実現させていった。そうして霊災発生から約200年、計画に必要だったクリスタルタワーの再起動に成功し、その管理者たる私も同時に目覚めたというわけだ。
Oh.
それまでの研究で霊祭の大まかな仕組みや第八霊祭の時に統合されたのが、転移に際して必要なエネルギーも
こいつなら集積できる。
Okay.
そうしてあなたはクリスタルタワーごと統合される前の第一世界へとやってきた。
Oh, I see. That's why they made Crossroads. Okay.
統合よりも少しだけ前に到着するつもりが100年近くも早くなってしまったがね。目印を用いてなお両世界の時の際は計りない。とはいえ結果的にはそれで正解だった。積み食いという光の加護なしには倒せない相手がいた以上、彼女を呼ぶための時間が必要だったのだから、なんと果てしない道のりか。その計画がここまで進んでこられたのはまるで奇跡です。歴史を書き換えた結果がどういった形で出るにせよ、あなた方はあくまで第八霊祭の先にいる存在。霊祭の発生を阻止したところであなた方自身が救われることはないとお気づきでしょう。
Yeah.
ああ、よくわかっていたさ。だからこそシドたちも可能性を残しておきながらやれとは言わなかったんだろう。
It's kind of giving me what you call it, that episode with Amy and Rory. Amy ends up going in a different direction and she becomes like older, and then they have like two versions of Amy, one from the future and one from the past.
他人の幸せのために心血を注ぐのは
And so there'll be a race because if they alter the past, the future will be unraveled, basically. And the other Amy will not exist, that kind of thing.
ましてや誰もが明日をも知れぬ身の混沌とした世においては彼女だよ。あの英雄の冒険団が人々をつないでいたんだ。
Our unbroken thread.
ど
No,
ん
he...
な絶望の底にいても立ち上がった人が
Aw, yeah, you can trust me.
終わりないはずの
Although I was really sus of you.
終止
I
符を打っ
sussed you.
た人がみたいにまっすぐとあの英雄は進んでいく。その歩みは語れば勇気、希望になる物語として絶望の時代のそこかしこで輝いていた。
Aww.
時には亡国の歴史にかけがえのない盟友として刻まれていた。
This music, though.
またある時はボロボロになった手記の写しにその冒険が綴られていた。辛い夜を越えるためにその物語を語り継いできた人
Oh,
々が
that's sweet. I'm a legend.
あの英雄のために自分ができることがあるなんて上等だと。遠くの星だったはずの彼女に思いが届けられるならみんなでこう言ってやろうじゃないかと。
Oh.
あなたという英雄の残した足跡は死してなお人の希望であったのだと。だから私はただの代理人さ。この計画の成功をもってあの人に命を届けに来た。
Ryanji's like, let me get this straight.
それを私にだけ打ち明けたのです。すまない。そこは打算的な動機なんだ。あなたに協力者になってほしくてね。あなたは教えてくれただろう。以前第一世界が光の反乱の危機に瀕していると知ってミンフィリアを送り込む手引きをしたのは自分だったのだと。そのために必要な対価があったとしてもあなたなら進むことを選んでくれると思ったのだ。対価ですか。すべての大罪食いを倒したとき私は光を引き受けて死ぬ。
That's how he knew. That's how I knew the whole time.
あなたの
Damn it, Uber Danger.
あの人がそれに気づいたら彼らのことだ。 計画を止めようとするかもしれない。だがそれでは誰も救われないのだ。
Fair, fair.
だから計画の全容を悟られないためにも私の正体を隠す手伝いをしてほしい。ウリエンジェ、どうか協力して私が話した第8連載の危機をあなたが次元の狭間で見たことにしてもらえないか。
Oh, so that vision was.
あの人の名はちゃんと未来で待っていた。ならそれを助けに行くのは誰にも譲れない。俺の役目だ。
Aww.
何があったって悲しい結末になんて
But
させるものか。
but then Emmett Selk came in. Emmett Selk popped in and was like, "Nope."
それでお前はどうしたい？
I mean to have a few words with both Emmett and Exarch. Yes, this 100%.
それなら行こう。エメトセルクの言っていた黒き海テンペストには心当たりがある。
Let go.
ポルシア島周辺に広がる極風海。嵐大きあの海に奴の根城があるはずだ。
Stormy seas. Stormy seas? Yay, we're with Ardbert. Did you find the answer you sought? If there is nothing more you need, I will go and lock the door. I have questions about the Tempest. The Tempest, that is the name given to the seas by which Kalusha is bound. If you make a request to the Tamers, they will provide you with an Amaro to fly you over the waters, but do you mean to leave right this moment, alone? I'm not sure that... Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessings of the shadow, and I shall await your safe return. Thanks, Lena. You require an Amaro. Just a moment. I shall saddle our swiftest beast to fly you to the island. The open water? To the depths of the Tempest? Our Amaro can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor.
こちらにいらっしゃったのですね。
Of
あな
course.
たがお目覚めにな
Aww.
ったとの知らせを受け、一度こうして集合いたしました。そのご様子では水晶港についての説明はもはや不要でしょう。
Yeah, you lied to us.
私たちもウリエンジェから聞いたんだ。水晶港の正体、彼の願いを。
Oh, are you gonna apologize?
真相を黙していたことについては一切の弁解をいたしません。いつかあなたが水晶港の計画の全容を知ることがあれば、いかなる罰でも受ける覚悟で
Aw, Orion
協
J.
力いたしました。今でもその決意に変わりはございません。ですが真相を知ったあなたは私を糾弾するよりも嘆くよりも先に行動しようとしている。
Yes.
私をどうかお連れください。この身この知恵をもって必ずやあなたの力になりましょう。
No more lies? What should I say? I'm a danger to those around me.
あなたが以前危険な状態であることは承知しております。
Aww.
その足が進む限り共に参りましょう。
This fam. This fam.
賛成できません。ウリエンジャがついていくことではなくて、あなたが出かけることが心配です。
Aureen.
私は本当に応急処置しかできなかった。何のきっかけでまた光が暴走してしまうかわかりません。
It's okay. It's okay. We're main character. We're fine. We're gonna be fine.
だからどうか少しでも安静にしていてください。 解決方法は私たちがきっと探してきますから。きっとって何よ。私たちには当てすらないじゃない。
Oh, let's say.
アリゼ、リーンは
分かってるわよ。私だってリーンと同じ気持ちに決まってる。だけどできもしないことを約束するのは優しさなんかじゃない。ただの嘘よ。この人が目覚めるまで死ぬ気で解決方法を探そうって決めて散々駆けずり回って、でも何もつかめてないじゃない。
Aww. They care about me so much.
それなのに行くななんて言えない。だから
It's not your fault, LSA.
私たちも君と共に行くよ。希望を見つけ出すのにだってまず歩き出さなければならないのだから。
True.
他に知るべもないのだもの。あなたは自分の思うようになさい。私たちはそのそばで目となり力となりましょう。
Yeah, stay with me. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
お前
Sorry.
もそれでいいな。
Aww. Mean.
俺たちにも何かできることはねえか。
Everyone's coming together.
事情はさっぱり分かってないが、大事な戦いの最中なんだろう。水晶校が戻るまで私たちが代わりに闇の戦士様の役に立たなくっちゃね。
Oh, they
事
know.
情を話したのかい？
No, they figured it out, I bet.
いえ、そういうわけではないのですが。
はっきり言われなくたってみんななんとなく察してたさ。なんてったってお前たちが向かった先から夜が戻ってったんだからな。
This is so sweet.
俺はそうじゃないかと思っていた。コウはずっと誰かを待っていたから、それがついに来たのだなと。
自分はその水晶婚があなたを迎えに行った時からただごとではないと感じておりました。コンがあんなに嬉しそうに走っていく姿など生まれて初めて見ましたゆえ。
Oh, this is so sweet. I love this. This is so cute.
あなた方と水晶校が本当はどこから来てどうしてこれほどのことをしてくれたのか僕たちには分かりません。心から感謝しているんです。だからあなた方の力になりたいし、コウがもし今辛い思いをしているなら助けて差し上げたい。何かできることはありますか？
さすがにこの人数を連れてはいけないと思うけれど、いかがかしら、闇の戦士様。
Oh, I'm Warrior of Darkness. That's me. That me. Defend the Crystarium until we return. Just so you know, I will not look kindly on any further attempts to leave us behind. We do this together. I once said I wanted to fight for Estinian, that I wanted to save him, not let him be sacrificed for a cause. Now I say the same to you. Why is this making me emotional? Gods know you've spent enough time charging into danger on our behalf. Windows security, shh. Charging into danger on our behalf. It's only fair that we return the favor. There's nothing I can do to cleanse you of the light's corruption, but I'll do everything in my power to keep it in check. If the Warden's aether overwhelms you again, you will become a Sin Eater, so please, save your strength for when it really matters. Thine affairs are in order, then I shall unfold to thee my proposal. Our destination is the ocean floor, yet our goal is not simply to arrive there. Nay, we must needs have the means to breathe and fight freely. Thus would I petition the aid of one of the Fae, a being of whom I have yet to meet face to face. Rather than waste words on explanation, I bid thee welcome me unto the hamlet of Sullen, which lieth to the south and west. All will become abundantly clear, I promise thee. There, to the west, canst thou discern the hump of an isle rising above the water. That foliage-covered mass hiddeth the key to our safe descent. Swim close and plunge thee beneath the surface. Thou shalt soon divine the reason for mine insistence. Though it be much to my shame, I can but flail and flounder where thou mayst glide as a fish. I shall board a boat to the island, and spare one and all the spectacle of mine inept strokes. I would love to someone attempt to draw Urianger swimming. If thou wouldst divine the secret of this isle, I prithee thee inspect the view from beneath the water's surface. Even seeing it up close, I'm still not sure what's so special about this island. Though it appears solid enough, the rock yields slightly under your touch. Was the surface gently shifting, or was it just your imagination? I bet you this is some sort of like creature. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. Wait, is this a whale? Wait, what? This is like the lion turtle in, Avatar The Last Airbender. Two curved slabs of rock seem squeezed together, giving the impression of a giant stone eyelid. The impression? So it's not? Well, what hast thou discerned? Yeah, it reminds me of that, what's it called? What's it, Bismarck? Was it Bismarck? No. Most perceptive. According to the lore of the Pixies, we are even now perched upon the back of an ancient fey entity. Its name is Bismarck. I knew it. Aye, the self-same title by which we know the great feathered whale revered by the Vanu Vanu of the source. I would enlist its aid to bear us unto the deep, and thence banish the water with an airy sphere, alike in form to the domes which do shelter the hamlets neath the ruby sea. Yo, this is so cool. All of these connections to the previous X packs are so cool. This is so cool. This is so cool. We need Feo.
私のスネアクったらついに学んだのね。
Aww, cute.
それにあなたならきっと進むことを選ぶと思っていたわ。可愛い人。もちろんお手伝いしてあげるのだわ。グースピスメル、ウィンピクト、バンドロミトロミヤクム。
Bruh.
バンリエド、リリエ。
Bismarck's like, are you kidding me? I just want to sleep.
戻ったら肺でこの子の歯を磨くこと。礼儀を忘れてはならないのだわ。
Scrub his teeth?
ええ、承知しております。妖精王、あなたにも深い感謝を。
さあ、交渉は成立。出発の時間だわ。振り落とされないようしっかり捕まるのよ。
What do we hold tight to?
我ら妖精の祝福を。インバ、きっと無事に戻ってね。
Cute. Little neighbors, that's adorable. Yo, Bismarck for the win. Do we get to see the other primals? That'd be so cool if we got to see the other primals. And he flies. Yo! imagine people being like, is that a flying whale? Look up, guy. Look up. What do you tell your friends? What do you tell your friends after seeing a flying whale? I swear to you. He looks so happy. This guy's just like, oh, this reminds me of Sin. Yo, Luca. He really likes the lake. That was cute. I like Bismarck. Bismarck's great. We're underwater. Yo! Oh. Wow, this music!
ビスマルクの吐いた息は国風海の底に巨大な気泡を生み出した。あらわになった決戦の地、テンペスト。空が再び光に覆われた今も、ここはどこか薄暗く、いつか光は嫌だとぼやいた男がどこかにいることを予感させた。
Oh.
その終着点に向けて英雄は今最後の冒険を始める。
All right, Ardbert, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. The Tempest. I've heard people talk about the Tempest. I said, welcome to